Shalom. I want to give all praises and glory to Yahweh Hashem Shai and the ones that are on the apostles of great millstone. Thomas truth. And peace, blessings, and salutations to the whole followers. Let's play.
You know, as a white man, I don't understand what's so hard for
How do I make it play?
white man. I don't understand what's so hard for so many white people to understand that it's always been the white man. It was the white man in the Atlantic slave trade. It was the white man who committed genocide to the indigenous people here. It was the white man who killed millions and millions of people in the Holocaust. It was the white man who massacred millions of people in Congo. It was the white man in the frontier wars in Australia who massacred Aboriginous Australians. It was the white man whose government forced the natives to relocate, causing thousands to die on the Trail of Tears. It was the white man in the Philippines who massacred thousands of civilians. What is so hard to accept about that? Because today it's the white man and the white supremacists marching around DC. It's the white man lying about a group of Haitians who hurt no one. They go to work and go home. It's the white man dressed in ICE outfits, murdering immigrants, murdering citizens. It's always been the white man. And yet you think and walk around this country like it's undocumented immigrants. All of a sudden, that's the problem. Undocumented immigrants committed 17 murders out of over 17,000. But that's the problem. And yet, when one of those 17 get murdered, our fucking white government will go as far as to pass a bill and name it after the person that got murdered and forget about the thousands of minorities that get murdered. That doesn't matter. It's whatever fits the white narrative. And you people are so stupid, you follow it. You're so ignorant that you don't want to change. It's always been the white man. And it's the white man today.
But yeah, Jesus said, Ezekiel 35 and 1. Just moreover the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir, which is Edom. Witness these are demons, and prophesy against it. And say unto it, Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, Hashem Shai, Behold, O Mount Seir, I am against thee, and I will stretch out my hand against thee, and I will make thee most desolate. I will lay thy cities waste, and thou shalt be desolate, and thou shalt know that I am the Lord. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword, in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end. Perpetual hatred. This is what the Lord said about that. Numbers 35 and 33, it says, so shall ye not pollute the land wherein ye are, for blood it defileth the land. Sorry. For blood it defileth the land, and the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein, but by the blood of him that shed it. So Esau shed that blood, so their blood is going to be shed. I says, therefore as I live, said the Lord Yahweh Hashem Hawashai, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Since thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. Thus will I make Mount Seir most desolate, and cut off from him that passeth out, and him that returneth. Going to Malachi 1. Oh, God, I can't type it there. And I just realized, it just says here, Malachi 1 and 4, it says, where Edom saith, we are impoverished, we will return. But we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith the Lord of hosts. It says, they shall build, but I will throw down. And they shall call them the brood of wickedness, the beginning of wickedness. And the people against whom the Lord have indignation forever. So now they won't be able to return and build the desolate places again. The Lord is going to stop them. Ezekiel 35. God, it says, thus will I make Mount Seir most desolate. Ezekiel 35 and 7. It says, thus will I make Mount Seir most desolate, and cut off from him that passeth out, and him that returneth. And I will fill his mountains with his slain men, in thy hills and in thy valleys, and in all thy rivers shall they fall, and thou art slain with the sword. And you know, the sword being them nuclear missiles, man. They're known as the Lord's weapons. And his Edomites will get destroyed by those weapons, as it makes mention in Revelation 9. It says here, in Revelation 9 and 15, it says, and the four angels were loosed, which were prepared for an hour, and a day, and a month, and a year, to slay the third part of men. And the number of the army of the horsemen were 200,000. I said, I forgot something. Yeah, it's still verse 15. Let me read it again. And the four angels were loosed, which were prepared for an hour, and a day, and a month, and a year, to slay the third part of men. And the third part of men being Edomites. It says in verse 18, it says, by these three was the third part of men killed, by the fire, and by the smoke, and by the brimstone, which issued out of their mouth, being the nuclear missiles. Ezekiel 5:9 says, "Now make thee perpetual desolation, and thy city shall not return. And ye shall know that I am the Lord, the Yahweh Shema Shai, because thou hast said, these two nations and these two countries shall be mine, and we will possess it." Was the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai was there in the Southern Kingdom and the Northern Kingdom. Esau wishes to possess them and has them as their slaves. So therefore, as I live, saith the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai, I will even do according to thine anger and according to thine envy, which thou hast used out of thy hatred against them, and I will make myself known among them when I have judged thee. And thou shalt know that I am the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai, and that I have heard all thy blasphemies, which thou hast spoken against the mountains of Israel, or the house of Israel, saying, they are laid desolate, they are given us to consume. It says, thus with your mouth you have boasted against me, and have multiplied your words against me. I have heard them. So Esau can't lie. You know how Esau is. He'll probably lie about that. We ain't said nothing against you. How about your mouth shut? But the Lord, how do you say it? So there's no escape. It says, thus with your mouth have you boasted against me, and have multiplied your words against me. I have heard them. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai, when the whole earth rejoiceth, I will make thee desolate, as thou didst rejoice at the inheritance of the house of Israel, because it was desolate. So will I do unto thee. Thou shalt be desolate, O Mount Seir, and all Idumea, even all of it. And they shall know that I am the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shai. So yeah, the Lord's gonna come and smite Esau and basically take his life for the things that they've done, for the perpetual hatred. But yeah, I hope this is edifying. I want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh Shema Shai, Bashim Kakadash, and double honors to the elders and apostles of the great millstone, and telling his truth. And peace, blessing, and salutations to the whole for that. Shalom.